Today is the second session. So, how many of you are experiencing stress or are under stress? Can you raise your hands? None of you. I think you are better to give a class. I want to learn from you. Not even me. Anybody. Everybody is under stress. But one thing is, we are failing to recognize. That's all. When you recognize that this is my stress, then you will take action. Some of you who raised their hands, yes, they have some come home and undergone some stress. So you are from age group of 15 to 30. So entering into education from the work life. So those who are in work life can really understand the stress of the process. And not only in education, you say that 10th class is your benchmark. After 10th class, everything gets settled, but you don't fancy it. And then parents say, just pass 12th class, then it's okay. Then do the bachelor's, your life will be settled. But still you don't find any settlement. Then you get into work, then you get married, and they get children, and the cycle goes on repeating, but you don't find any settlement over there. But one thing is common in all the life is we are under constant stress. You know, what is the beautiful ornament which one can wear? Yeah, I heard from you. This is smile. The smile is a beautiful ornament. When you have a smile, rest everything is ignored. But in stressful life, can you smile? No, it's impossible for you to smile. So when you are not understand what is stress, why am I feeling stress, and if you eliminate the stress, automatically smile comes up. As Prabhuji mentioned, there are so many lectures on this. Yes, to some extent they are effective. But for a long term, you want a long term release, right? Not a short term release. So those who are spiritually inclined, they can convert stress into smile. So what are the 12 tricks we have to see? So how do I know whether I am under stress? First of all, you should know the definition of stress. This is a mic. If you know what is the mic does, then you can say this is a mic, this is what. I do not know what is the definition of stress. Then how can I say whether I am under stress or not? So can anybody in brief give me a what is stress? Those who have lifted their hands. Yes, okay, whether you are wrong. Don't know. Fear of losing something. Wonderful. Any other? One more answer. One is what? Continuous future. Yes. Yes. Whatever you say are appropriate. So what does the dictionary say about the stress? A form of tension in the body or mind for which there is no release or outlet. We have so many energies coming inside our body, right? So many kinds of energies. But this kind of energy doesn't go out. It is rather inside, tension. So you said, continuously thinking about the future, you will get tense. Somebody said other things, but this is all continuous thinking. It raises some tension. But tension should be relieved. When there is no relief for that, you will be under stress. Anybody of you are from electrical background or electronics background? Yeah. So you design circuits, right? So in a circuit, what is most important? Yes, basic the circuit is required. And one thing is required is grounding. So when you don't have a proper ground, what happens? System works. When surge comes, what happens? System doesn't work. It gets blasted or it becomes abnormal. So that grounding, though it is very ignorant to the naked eye, it plays a vital role. Even in our life, there are so many electrical systems running. So electrical, mechanical, all those things are there. But where is the grounding? First we have to identify the ground. From where this extra tension should be left. Because we do not know where the channel is, the energy stays inside. It is called. kind of stress is work-related stress, urgency. Many of us, I think, we have studied the last moment, right? So we have 6 months semester, 4 to 6 months semester. Every day goes by, and the exam comes. That is before 2 hours of the examination is started. Yes, many of us do that. Many of us put applications at the last moment. They give too much time, but we don't do it. The last moment, when the servers are down, we try to do it. Worrying about what is my money. But what happens then? It creates stress. So we all have a tendency to do at the last moment. At the 11th hour, when everything is in a crisis moment, we start to do that. At that time, what happens? Stress gets it automatically. Then interpersonal conflicts. So when there are two people, two different opinions come out, my way or your way. When those two don't agree, what happens? You start conflict. No, this mine is greater. No, yours is greater. So what happens? Your relationship gets tensed. When this happens between your loved people, what happens? You have a fear of losing. Somebody has a fear of losing. The most important thing is the relationships. So when there is a fear of losing your friend, your spouse, or your parents, you feel tense. Just because of thinking that mine is the greatest. So there is a conflict always coming up. At that time you feel stressed. And multitasking. Today's world, we are running like a crazy thing. Not one thing. It's a multi-core. So many tasks are coming up. One boss says you have to do this task. At home, you'll be asked to do something else. So continuously there are bombardment of something tasks. And we all know about that. Mind is the fastest thing which can run. Sitting here, I can be thinking about moon or something outside. So, what is the velocity of the which my mind is traveling? It is more than the speed of the light. So, with this velocity, what happens? You have a tendency to inculcate more and more tasks. Sometimes, if you have two balls, you can do it. You can juggle 3, 4, 5. If it goes on increasing, what happens? Some balls get fallen down. So when that happens, what happens? You will suffer. In that ball, it may be a very important thing for you. So this is what the multitasking does. So we start worrying. Then it's unrealistic targets. So today, world is setting so many targets. Target in the colleges, target in the workplace, and making people to run. Just now, recently, one company was acquired, and you have seen in the news, people are leaving, or people are dying to meet the targets. Why? Because of unrealistic targets. See, you all want to become great. So you want to suppose one may have a dream of becoming a prime minister of India. It's nothing wrong to have that. So you have to work for that. But thinking that I want to become Prime Minister of India next month, will it happen? It doesn't happen. So we should have a realistic target. Target should be realistic, achievable. But today we don't have that. We know our capabilities. So there is a rank 90% scorer. I know I am a mediocre student. I get 60%. Having target directly 90% will give me a stress. So today 60, tomorrow I have a 70% target. It should be difficult at the same time achievable, which we are failing today. Next is unhealthy competition. We have now is a competitive world. Having competition is good, but today's world is unhealthy competition. So in the news we have seen when result comes, rank 1, rank 2, rank 3, there's a bombardment the whole day. Parents start putting pressure on the children. I want to admit my child in this college so that he get. So that person is getting good ranks. Why are you not getting it? So not only parents, our society is putting pressure. What about your son? My son got rank 1. What about you? There is a societal pressure. Comparison. So this comparison leads to competition. But today it is unhealthy competition. Second is over-exertion and irregular food habit. We all know we have physical and mental capacities. So one person can hold two bricks, other person can hold 10 bricks. So if you start comparing with 2 and 10, it's very difficult. That thin person cannot hold 10 bricks. If he thinks, if he tries to hold 10 bricks, what happens? He breaks his leg. So this is over exertion. So we should know what is our limits. Even a rubber band, when it stretches, if it stretches beyond a certain limit, what happens? It breaks. So we should know what is our limits. But if you cross those limits, you are exerting pressure on your body and mind. Not only the food habits which you have, it should be healthy diet. But we are in the roadside when you eat. Today it is good. Today the car, say like car, it's a brand new car. You can race it like anything. But if you race it so hard, if shock absorbers are broken, then the same new car will start to wear and tear. You cannot run. But the same thing we are doing with our body. We are stressing out our body too much with irregular food habits. So what should be the food habit? Sattvic food. Yes, generally sattvic food. In that, you should have a healthy breakfast. Then you should have a medium lunch. And you should have a very light and sleep. So we don't have the food habits. We sleep at 2 o'clock at night. So many people sleep at 2 o'clock. That's not a good thing. It is a proper time to sleep and proper time to eat. So in all these things, what plays a major role is the mind. Our mind is the major factor here. So we should understand what is your mechanism, how our body is functioning. So we all have 5 senses. You can say eyes, nose, tongue, ears, skin. These are called inputs. So these are input devices. So then any processing, what happens? There is an input, certain processing happens, you will get an output. This is a common system structure. Similarly, our body also functions same way. So these are the input devices from where you will get all the information. So this information goes to the mind. Based on the mind's decision, our senses starts working. Mind decides, look at this, or eat this, or smell this. So mind, what it does is it has desires. Everyone of us has desires, right? I want a brand new mobile phone. I need a latest fast running bikes. We all have certain desires. So having desire is not wrong. So this is a function of mind. So when you have certain desire, our mind says, yes, fulfill your desire using these senses. But there is another faculty, it's an intelligence. What is good and what is bad? Intelligence should decide. It's a discrimination factor. Yes, this is good and this is bad. Yes, I can afford it right now or tomorrow. So today we cannot have a nice bike. Yes, I will accumulate some money and get that bike. But if you start running now, you'll be under stress. So this is how our mind functions. But generally what happens is our intelligence is weaker. It's getting more and more weaker. We don't have proper intelligence. So we submit our decisions to our mind. So the mind is a storehouse of thoughts, past, memories, future, dreams, experience, perceptions, and attitudes. So it's like a database. So in the database we show certain various kinds of data. So our mind is also a storehouse, a data storing all these things. So we have a fear of past. So we think based on our experience of the past, we'll fear of the future. Sometimes we forget to be in the present. So these are all the things, experiences, all those things are stored in the mind's repository. So how does the mind create stress? So as we have discussed, all our senses get the inputs. This is called stimulus. So whatever you are hearing, listening, everything is coming through our senses is called a stimuli. It goes into the mind, then mind is application to intelligence. So what does intelligence do? It sees whether this stimulus is already in my system or not. If it is in the system, no problem. I can deal with it. So there is no stress. It's already taken care. But problem comes when it is a new stimulus, new input or a fear input. So just like we are having a class over here, suddenly there is a blast of unknown stimulus. So you are not used to a blast because it's not a Diwali season now. So it's an unknown blast. So what happens? You may think that some terrorist has come, some attack has come. You go and run and see outside, and you see just a tire. So after going out, you came to know that it's a tire burst. Then what happens? Okay, I'm fine. So what happened in these two things? So when the stimulus becomes favorable to you, it's known to you, there is no stress to you. Until and unless, then if it is unknown or it's a fear factor, your stress is increased. So this is how the mind works. So we feel stress when control is not accepted. We all try to control the situation, control the opposite person. There are certain things we control upon. So when everything goes fine, yes, I am the boss. I am the boss. But when people doesn't start listening to you, then you will have a fear. Why this person earlier he used to listen, now why he is not listening? Did I do anything wrong or he is redirecting it? So when our control is not accepted, when our expectations are frustrated, so we have certain expectations. When we don't meet that expectation, then so we want our team to win in cricket match. It's our expectation to win the World Cup. But when it didn't happen, what happened? It is frustration. So we have stress. The top team is happily enjoying, but we are the one who are stressed. We expected our team to get the World Cup, but it didn't happen. In the same way, when our opinions are not accepted, so we all give certain advices to all, whatever capacity we know, whatever knowledge we have, we give some opinions. But at the same time, we will think that my opinion should be accepted. People are not ready to accept our opinions. We may accept or may not, but we should be ready for rejection. Today, we don't have the guts to face rejection. So we are seeing it every time success stories. But what about the failure stories? So all opinions matters. Yes, we should give opinions, but don't expect that our opinions are taken. So when we feel someone has insulted, insult is most dangerous thing. It's like rejection. On the face you say you are nothing like this. So what happens? Your ego gets hurt. You cannot shout on the other person, you cannot act. Then what happens? So when we feel frustrated due to our inability, so if you don't know our limits, so we have so many expectations, which is beyond. If you don't have a capacity to do that, you will not be able to do it. So today, I will say an example. You want to score 90%, then you are at 60%. Tomorrow 90% you don't get it. Then you think that am I capable of doing it? This is most today we are facing all those things, especially the youth who is running. If there is some rejection or some block is happening, we think that I am not good at it. First, we have to know what is our capability. So, as we said, we want to be in control of money, situation. These are things when something gets interfered, we think that we are a failure. It's not happening as per my opinion. We get disheartened. When we get insulted, what happens? Your ego gets hurt. When your ego gets hurt, what you will react very rudely. You will shout at others. You will even start hitting others. Physical damage. So when you have frustration, we'll go into depression mode. Today, unfortunate situation is most of the youth are going for suicides. Why? Because of frustration. The failure in their targeted goals. So this is what. So as you all know, when a lion attacks a deer, what does a deer do? It starts running for its life. So there is only two actions which a deer can do. Either it can fight or it can flight. So what happens? This is the adrenaline. Kidney generates some adrenaline. So when there is a threat situation coming, so like this lion attacking, this adrenaline gets pumped into your blood, into the animal's blood. So what does it do? It starts fighting. Sometimes you do not know how much capacity we have. You may even scold others also. After realizing that, though I am skinny, I could hit the other person. You don't know where the power came. It is the power of the adrenaline. So this adrenaline, what it does is it triggers either fight mode or a flight mode. In this case, the animal starts flighting. But in the second case, the example of theft, you may start catching the thief and break his back. So you can fight back. But the third situation, you are an employee or you are under some obligation. There is a threat. You cannot fight, you cannot run away. Then what happens? It creates stress. So this is what our stress is. You cannot shout outside, but you cannot retain it. So there is no outgoing. So stress is we get the stress. So what are the solutions for stress? Now we have said this is the definition of a stress. This is why I am getting stressed. So what are the solutions? So this is what I want to escape from stress. So actually there are 12 tips which we are trying. 12 are independent lectures actually. But now for the present I am giving you an overview of it. So that you can explore in all the 12 areas. This is not all in all. So here you are getting an introduction of what to deal with. So what you have to do is you have to explore and try to do what is mentioned in that. So first is expectations. As we said, when our expectations are not met, you will understand. So first thing we have to manage is stress, the expectation. So you see all these things, it is a mind. It's all related to mind. So the main stress comes when we don't handle our mind properly. So Bhagavad Gita says, your mind is your friend or your enemy. Nobody else. We think that this person is enemy, this person is my friend. No. Actually, the real friend or real enemy is our mind. If you don't control it, it becomes the worst enemy. So other enemies you can say get lost. That's okay. You can shut your doors. But our enemy is right within us. We cannot say go out. We have to live with it. Then what we have to do? So we have to tame them. So how do we do it? Manage your expectations. So what is the definition of a success? What is the criteria to say one is successful? As we said, comparison. So you should have comparison, but it should be healthy, right? Next is appreciate God's grace. And people's comments, my God, people tell whatever they want. You cannot stop them. But how to deal with that so comments? So we see so many social media. People say left and right. So what we have to do? Empathize with others' nature. We cannot change others' nature, but what we have to do with them? See the sunny side. If life is a train journey, the right thinking, you should give up our ego. So what is the problem? We said ego. When somebody starts pointing you, but inside there is a snake. Inside everyone has a snake. Till we don't put our hand in the snake hole, snake doesn't come out. So one other person put their hand in our life, the snake comes out. That is called ego. So we should let go of that ego. Stressing to impress. We all try to impress others. So many dresses, so many hairstyles, so many ornaments. So we try to We put stress on impressing all of others. Then is sublimating our desire. Don't suppress your desire. Don't suppress or express. What we have to do? We have to sublimate. So you know camphor, right? Camphor is solid. So when you ignite, what happens? It directly goes into gas. Normally solid should come into liquid, a liquid into gas. But what does the camphor do? It just sublimates. It should be like that. So you have to you see expectations. So how to give up unrealistic expectations in our life? We all have expectations, not wrong. But we should have a realistic expectations. So what is our expectation? Everyone should like me, love me, treat me fairly. So nobody should cheat me. Will it happen? You cannot impress all. You cannot somebody there are some people who are getting all of us. You cannot impress everyone. So there are cheaters also. People know my needs without my telling me. I don't want to change. I don't want to express. People should come with knowing what I want and give me. It doesn't happen. You have to tell what you want. Like you said, even mother doesn't give you food if you don't ask. If mother is not giving, what is the speak of other things? So don't expect that people should come to you, understand you, and behave accordingly. It doesn't happen. I am always right. They can never commit mistakes. So we give so many lectures, so many discussions. My point is the gate highest. Thinking that I cannot go wrong. I am always right. We all have that right. I have written well in the exam, but I did fail. Isn't it? So we understand that we all have mistakes. We have limitations and we commit mistakes. If others say they suffer because of me, I don't care. So we'll speak so many things, we do so many activities which affect all of others. It is their opinion. If they are not fitting with me, it's their problem. We say that. I don't want to change, I don't want to care. This is what today's world is all about. But these are all unrealistic expectations. So be sensitive to others and be satisfied what? Being sensitive means understand others' needs. It's not that others understand your need. You have to understand the others, what they want, what are their expectations. And with respect to all of us, you should be satisfied with whatever you are having. So don't compare to with others. You should be satisfied with whatever is coming. Success. How to maintain cool head in success and failure. So if success comes, what happens? We'll give party. But when it comes to failure, you cannot handle it. But Bhagavad Gita says you have to handle success. Sometimes in success, what happens? We'll give unrealistic commitments. But before that, what is success actually? What is success? If you are saying something, controlling your mind. I'm talking about general. In your education or whatever career you are doing. If you get a promotion, success. If you get a good rank, successful. So success. We all see in advertisements, rank 1, rank 2, rank 3. Yes, achieving good. Absolutely right. So every one of us targeted here for IITs or you are targeting for other prestige IIMs, all those things. How many seats are there in IIT? Maybe maximum 10,000 in all express now they are having etc. So in the top premium colleges, 10,000 people, 10,000 seats are there. But how many people are writing? Lakhs, around 3 to 4 lakhs. So only 10,000 people get. What about that? Are they failures? No, they are not failures. At that moment, they did not get. Those who passed the IIT, they are not successful even. If you see university, there are so many people in IITs committing suicide. Are we struggling to commit suicide? So, what is success? We all think that success is in the desert. We expect something, and if you get it, it is successful. We think that is a successful definition. No. It is not the definition of a success. Success is in your attempt. If you are not attempting it, you are failure. After attempting, if you don't get any result, even though that is a successful, it is not in the trophy world. It is in the journey driven. So we all see that Team India is successful or not. We think that it is not successful because we don't get World Cup. At least we got a participation. We reached the semi-finals. There are so many two-time champions. You did not win to qualify even for the World Cup. So we have an opportunity. You got an opportunity to celebrate in the semi-finals. But what happened when India won against Pakistan? We celebrated. People started commenting on the person, made him a king. But when they failed in semi-finals, what did we do? We started burning their books. They are unfit. They should be retired. Yes, that's a decision left to the board. But what we have done, we are seeing them as a failures. Actually, each and every of the participants are successful. So success means that's what Lord Krishna says. Do your duty. You are supposed to do your duty, not sitting idle. Everything happens. If it is written in my fate, it happens. Doesn't happen like that. You have to do your duty and don't worry about your result. You can write your exam, but you don't know how much you are going to get. Success and failure come and go. All things are temporary. So one time one person is successful, tomorrow he is failure. You cannot say, sir, today Kohli has 100, tomorrow he may get that out. Doesn't mean that he is incapable. That moment he could not score. So success and failure in our life come and go. Both are temporary. Success is not in the trophy won, but in the race. So whatever you are doing, give your 100%. So there is a famous scholar who says, the success means you have a capability to do. Give your 100% capability to that. That is your success. Having capability and not doing is failure. Lead a God-centric life. That is real success. The ultimate successful is having a God-centered life. So only success is to have elevation of consciousness. So we all are getting educated, right? So elevate our consciousness. So higher than the consciousness is spiritual consciousness. Comparison. How do I tackle my mind when it compares my performance with my friends? You can see the crab. So how do I hold crabs? They hold it in the bucket. There is no rim outside. So what happens? The crab tries to go out. It's very easy for the crab to go out. But still they put in the bucket. Why? Because when one crab tries to go out, other crab pulls it out. So this is the confidence with which they hold in the bucket. So we'll be in the same bucket. When you hold, pull others back. You should not pull others back. We give hand to the others. Yes, I want to go out. You go out and pull me from out. But instead of that, what we do? We'll drag it. So it is foolish to consider others' success to be one's failure. If you are successful, so you have got a good seat in IIT or a good MNC, it doesn't mean I'm a failure, right? It's my journey and my success and failures are there. Your success is not my failure. But what we think, I failed the exam, my friends also should fail the exam. This is why before going to the marks, if we see, we will not say or name. What about my friend name? Whether he is passed or not. It's not right? So it's foolish to understand, foolish to think like that. So even Duryodhana burnt Indraprastha, burnt Pandavas. You all know that. You have seen Mahabharata serial, all those things. So he was envious. What happened to him? Who is successful after that? Duryodhana is failure. He has gone ruined. Pandavas were successful. If you have such envy, we are failures. So if you want to throw hot coal on others, what this comparison means, you want to throw hot coal on others. So you are holding hot coal. First it burns you. Before it burns others, it burns you first more. So unhealthy comparison means you are holding a hot coal in your hand. So unhealthy comparison, what happens? It leads to pride. So if you have more compared to your friend, you say, I am great because I studied well, because I am an intelligent person. I got seat. You don't deserve it. So what happens? You get pride. So what happens when pride comes? You'll fall down. Pride comes before your fall. Suppose if you are inferior, you are compared with your friend who is successful, and you found out that I am inferior to him. What happens? You envy. You will try to destroy him. How can he? We all studied in the same college. We all got in the same MNC. Now he is owning a BMW car. I am stuck with an ordinary Maruti 800. How did it happen? We start what to do? Backbiting. We start negative propaganda on the other person. Have you ever seen athletes who is training? He trains singly with his own clock. He doesn't go in with others and start. Yes, I am running faster. So you should be having that athletic spirit. You compare your performance. Am I getting better or am I getting degraded? Instead of comparing ourselves, we start comparing with others. We should not do that. So unhealthy comparison means comparison with the other person. Each and every person are unique. Now nobody is same. We look similar, but every one of us are unique. You have certain talent, which I don't. You might be having a singing talent. I don't have singing talent. I may be having a artistic talent. So don't compare with others. Compare with yourself. A singer trains his vocal, or an athlete runs like Usain Bolt. See, he does his own clocking. So he wants to improve himself. So comparison should be done with your past performance. Don't compare with all of others. So the best thing to do is to compare you with yourself. God has created all of us uniquely with different talents. We all have different talents. Identify the talents and excel in the talents. Next, acknowledge blessings of the God. So what happens when you acknowledge it is we who will be peaceful? You can see that person over there. He doesn't have leg. Fortunately, we all have legs. Are we in better position? There are so many people outside who don't even have clothing, shelter, food. We all have that. Aren't we in a better position? Yes, we are definitely are in a better position. It is said if you have a nice clothing, shelter, food to eat, you are the top six richest person in the world. Means 94% of the people are not getting all this. So we are all fortunate to have that. Instead of focusing what we have, we are focusing on what we don't have. I don't have a better mobile. I don't have a better version of this vehicle, and we start running after that. So if we acknowledge if we acknowledge all these blessings, it is we who will be more peaceful. Be satisfied with and learn to enjoy whatever you are having. So we all want to enjoy, right? Don't nobody wants to see us suffer. We are all looking for happiness, enjoyment. Where does your enjoyment comes? In contentment. With whatever you are having, with whatever capacity you are putting, you have give your 100%. Even after giving 100%, what is coming out, you should be satisfied with that. You have that satisfaction, you will lead a happy life. So traditionally, our Vedic society says we should have a satisfied life. That is our motto. So in Vedic culture, if you see, even the poor person is very happy. But in today's world, even a billionaire is not happy. Because I have 1 billion, I want to make it 2 billion. In that pursuit, the happiness is lost. So compare your situation with those. Now again he said compare. It should be healthy comparison. So we are compared with that person there and acknowledge yes, I have got better things. Not that I am better. We are thanking God that you have given me life. Not that see how happy I'm walking. Don't go around him saying that I have a good life. If you do that, it is unhealthy comparison. If you thank God that I have got a leg, good comparison. So we can compare and acknowledge what we have. People comment. Don't be overly bothered about all things of you. So we all say stay away from negative people. Why should we stay away from negative people? We have so many problems to solve. Yeah, like in life there are so many problems. We give certain solution. But what does these negative people do? For every solution they create a problem. You are trying to solve a problem and they are creating a new problem. So stay away from negative people. They say you cannot do this. It's not in your domain. You cannot do this. So, do you know about yourself? No. Actually, even we do not know who we are. So, what is there inside our body? You know everything. How does the blood pump? How does your neural system work? How does your thinking work? We do not know. So, whatever science we are learning, it is only 1% of the entire network. Whatever your knowledge we are getting outside, it is 1% of your body. What about remaining 99%? Not even 50%. So if we do not know who we are, first of all, what others know about us. So why should we care so much about the opinion of others? There will always be people who either criticize you or praise you. There are people who pat you. There are other people who bite you, who throw you out. It's a world is full of dualities. So what happens when they praise you? They will make you to in the cloud line. So you will be in that position. Suddenly, that hand is removed. Then what happens to you? You will fall straight away and hurt yourself. So, according to me, so there are so many people, scholars who have said, we all want praises, right? They want, oh, such a handsome boy, such a studious boy. You want praises. No, that is not the greatest. So we should love people who criticize. So we should know who is criticizing, take that criticism. So they are the one who is saying what you are lacking. Yes, there is a problem in me. You should thank yourself in your heart and improve upon that. So we should take that criticism constructively, not destructively. So no need to bother to impress the world by showering glamour. We have to act to please God. So God is one who is giving you all these things. So various mediums He sends you. So you cannot impress all the people here. It's impossible. All of you, there are around 50 or 60. I cannot impress all of you. Yes, some people get maybe inspired. But the most important thing is I have to meet the God. He is sending all of us. So just like by thinking we're not here. So people back in the back end, they have worked a lot to make you sit here and make me here. All these things, all the traffic He has arranged so that you can come nicely here or here. So one thing we have to impress is only God. You can impress only one. Focus on God because He is the one who is giving you the results. Empathize with others. How to tolerate this swabhava or nature? There are so many people, different natures. One is arrogant, one is easily angered, one is so timid, introvert. How to deal with so many people? So in your work life, when you go, now you are in a junior, maybe in a junior position. Tomorrow you will be in a senior position. You have to handle so many team. You cannot expect that your cricket team, all people will play nicely. There are one or two people who will play nicely. But how to deal with different kind of attitudes? So if you deal, what is the benefit? What is the great thing about Dhoni? He handled each and every one ego. So when he left, the other person could not handle the ego. So Dhoni was successful because he was handling each and every person's ego. The ego is nothing but nature. So he was tolerating all those egos. So if you are sure that you want to live with them, then you better accept their nature. So if it's okay, for some moment, some roadside vendor is shouting at you, you are not going to stay with him. Okay, let him shout. You go. But when you are dealing with so people who are constantly in your life, your parents, your relatives, your spouse, you cannot change them, but you have to live with them. So you have to accept the way they are. How can you expect them to be different person? So we all want change, but we don't want to change, isn't it? Everyone around to me should change, but I don't want to. If you don't want to change, why the other person change? How can you expect? So first you change, inspire others to change. Not don't expect that other person will work according to you. To demand them to change to suit your requirement is to ask for impossible. So if you have expectations from your partners, your other relatives, but they don't change according to you. If you demand that one, you are the one who will be in the stress, not the other person. You will be in the stress. How can I deal with this person? Better run away from them. So today it is happening that way. We are running away. So everyone is born according to their own nature. We all have certain natures. So what cannot be cured must be endured. You have to tolerate it. Today we are facing problem in the tolerance. Our tolerance levels have come down. Instantly when I press Google, it should come in results. Within a second. If it crosses 1 second more, I will throw my mobile out. YouTube streaming should not be perfect. I don't want that circle to come out. If it comes, the internet service provider is gone. I'll shout at him. Isn't it? What happened? Our tolerance has come down. So we have to be tolerant. See the sunny side of the people. So tolerate the faults and avoid the blame. So when we all commit mistakes, naturally other person also commit mistakes. What will do? You start blaming. So there is, experiment. There is a white paper and a small black dot. They were asked, "What are you seeing?" So everybody was seeing the black spot, ignoring the whole white spots. So even one spot in you, they are like trying to look at. They are trying to look at others. So we all love that moonshine, right? We all like nice full moon shine. Is moon completely white? No, there are certain patches. Even with that patch, moon looks very good. It gives nice cooling. So even though we have so many patches, if you smile, everyone feels that same cool with moon has moon showers. So don't start blaming others for the faults. So everyone is like BMW mode. Either we blame or you mourn or you fail. You blame, you are doing this wrong, you are doing this wrong. You start blaming, some government is not doing this policy is not good, my boss is not good, my parents are not cooperating with me, my brother is not cooperating with me. We start blaming all of us. Next, what you do? You will mourn, you will start crying. And deep crying is wailing. So this is beyond. We start blaming, we start criticizing ourselves. So it's as good as purchasing trouble. When you start blaming, you are purchasing trouble. Yourself only purchasing. So what happens? What is the purchase? It is your money, energy, and time. So time, you all know, time and tide waits for none. We should utilize our time properly. If you are unnecessarily using your time in blaming others, instead of having it in your career or in work life, you start criticizing all of others. It's a completely waste of time. Learn to see the sunny side. So it's like a partial eclipse. In the partial eclipse, you see sun. Focus on that aspect, not only what is gone. You have to deal with that. Don't shut your eyes, but we can deal with it. Even the boss shouts, "Okay, boss, I will do it. Don't worry, I will do it." But see the good side in him. See, he is the one who is tolerating you as well. So as a junior, what will you do? Seeing our time, you start running out. When Friday comes, I want to enjoy. No boss, nothing. Boss says we have to give a presentation. No boss, today is Friday, I have to enjoy. We start running. We do not know what is boss going and doing. He's getting blamed for his super boss. So we don't think that. First we think that first we have to understand that we are also being tolerated by other person. We are also being tolerated. So see that every living being is potentially divine. We are all divine. So where there is a life, there is divinity. Every one of us, everyone, all of those who are outside this building, there is a divinity in that. See the divine aspect. And they are only temporarily eclipsed. Today there is a curtain. When the curtain goes out, you can see the bright side. Temporarily the curtain is on. Recognize that behind the curtain there is a divinity. So life is like a train journey. So what happens in train? We all book certain tickets, second class, second AC, first AC, sleeper, or general compartment, according to your own capacity. So we can afford sleeper, we purchase sleeper. Otherwise, we can purchase second AC. So similarly, this body is purchased like a compartment. It's like a compartment based on our the karma. The currency is your own karma or fate or destiny. So we have the destiny as a currency. We purchase this ticket. Either it is a second AC ticket or a sleeper ticket. What happens sleeper ticket? So vendors come, push you, there is some noise around. But in second AC you don't have that. You can have like cool, having nice luxury. So based on your karma, you will get a body. Sometimes if it is like a second AC body, everything goes cool. But sometimes this body becomes like a sleeper or a general class. When everyone comes, create chaos. But how to deal with it? So according to our previous life karma results, we have got a body that offers certain facilities. Just as train journey is not permanent. So we are not going to stay in the train. When station comes, we have to come down. Similarly, in our life, there is a time when we have to leave this body. So this life is also temporary. Whatever you get, enjoy what you are having. So don't own what you are not having. Whatever you are having right now, be satisfied and enjoy with it. Real beauty is in the spiritual world. So when you go in the train, your beauty is not in the train, in the station. Outside, when you go to your native place. So you don't want to stay in the station, you want to go to your home and enjoy with your mother or grandparents. That is your real enjoyment. Similarly, this is a journey. So you have to come out of this journey and go back to your real world. That is what is called spiritual world. That is your place. That is your destination. So remember that material life is temporary situation, like a passing season. So now cold, tomorrow it will be hot. This season changes. So everything is temporary over here. Success, failure, everything. Our body is changing day by day. Nothing is permanent. Recognize that everything is temporary. So right thinking about present, past, and future. So we have our past, we have our future. What is there between is present. So what we think is, oh, I have miserably done in my past. I didn't study well. So okay, you didn't study well, you failed the exam. So you have realized that you didn't study. Now what you have to do? You have to study. So don't think that I failed in the last exam, so today I will fail. No. So what is your most happiness moment? Which age is your happiness moment? Naturally, when you say it is our child. So what do you say? We went to grandparents' house. My grandmother gave me so many laddus. We played with our cousins. So no tension, nothing. As a child, we are so happy, right? We can see so many children outside. They are so much happy. But where did their happiness gone? Problem is we become adults. So as an adult, what we are doing is we are worrying about our past and future. So we are constantly stuck in the past, worrying about the future. That's why it is called present. Present means a gift. Today is a gift. Today's every second is a gift for you. practicing it. So whenever you go to a nice place, what will do? Open your camera, start taking selfies, all this. Not enjoying the nature or not being in the environment. After going home, oh, I had taken photo, but I could not enjoy. Leave that moment. There are so many people who want to take photograph. You'll get in the all these things in the all Facebook or something Google. But be in the present. You have gone there to enjoy the nature or enjoy the movie, not to take selfies. But we forget about that. We forget our present enjoyment. So give up your false ego. So believe himself. What happens when you have ego? We think that I am superior. So if I think I am superior to all of you, can I sit over here? You do not know anything if I shout like this. Definitely none of you will be sitting here. Without you, what will I do? To whom I speak? If I become arrogant, who is at loss? I am the loss. If tomorrow, again next Saturday, some speaker will come, you will come here. But what about me? Nobody is there. So if you think I am the superior, so it is we who will be at the loss. Has no regard or respect for others' knowledge and experience. There are so many people who have vast experiences. So you have to derive experiences. You cannot commit the same mistake again and again. There are so many people who have committed mistakes. So they have said, don't go this path. This is under construction. The road is under construction. If you don't listen to him, what will happen? You will fall in the ditch. If you say, oh, thank you for give me other road, they say the other path is good. You take help of Google Map, right? So when there is a congestion, it shows you other right. We respect Google more, we respect other persons. Because if Google shows wrong thing, you will be in a header, right? That is a problem. So I was the one who published the paper. This is my research paper. I am the only one who has done the research. No. Nobody can move the project forward without me. Have you ever thought like that? Without me, the company cannot run. If I go, entire company gets failed. People are not understanding me. If I go out of this project will fail. We think like that. Nothing happens. We will be replaced. Equivalent person will come and the project might be delayed, but it is going to be successful, even without all of us. So person has to feel stress as he is trying to prove himself to be God. So I am great means I am trying to become God. So there is a problem. So when you see, here you can see the prasadam offered. This much big barrels they have put to Krishna. If I put the same barrel, can you eat? No. Stress comes. Only God can do it. So we all are stressing to impress. So many dresses, so many hairstyles, so many jewelry. Why? I want to impress. So there is a person saying, too many people spend money they haven't earned to buy things they don't want to impress they don't like. So how do you get today credit cards? Credit card is not your money. So we swipe credit card or take loan, purchase big villa. Why? To impress other person whom we don't like. See, you have bought 2-bedroom flat. I bought 3-bedroom flat. We take huge loans and struggle to repay that. When 1 month EMI, if you don't pay, your house is not yours. Bank will take it. So you are constantly under stress. Bank wala aapka bhai. So in that you can see the other social media pages. You put all your good profile pictures so that they will put likes, comments, share, subscribe. If you don't get sufficient number of likes, what happens? Yes. Why these people are not looking at me? So we are all artificially trying to impress one of us. In that pursuit, we are the one who is in the stress. So instead of all these things, if you put all the efforts to impress only one person who is inside your heart, then you will be very happy. Don't try to impress all the people. You can never do it. Only focus on one, that is God. Because He is the supplier. So sublimate desires, not suppress or express. So there are desires. Yes, you get so many desires. So hyperactivity of our mind. He said, mind runs very faster, high velocity. So in that high velocity, we try to get more and more desires. So today I brought some mobile phone, some maybe a Samsung or some Android device. My friend comes with an Apple phone. What happens? Oh, this boy got Apple phone. Now today I will get Apple phone. So you will go for Apple. You will purchase Apple 13. When you immediately come out of the showroom, Apple 14 is released with more features. One day if I had waited, I would have got Apple 14. MacBook Pro, all those things we want to see. So you want to constantly upgrade, right? So it is not. When you acquiring the object leads to momentary joy. Yes. So when you want Apple 13, yes, you got it, you're happy. That is not going to stay much more. When Apple 14 releases, gone, your happiness is gone. So next, fear of losing. As one boy mentioned, fear of losing. So now it's a treasured element. After so long we got it. What will you do with treasure? Nice covering, nice gorilla glass, nice cover. Even though Apple comes with its own shockproof everything, we'll protect it. Why? It might break. If it breaks, my heart breaks. So fear of losing. So when you get that object, most cherished object, there is a fear of losing. But what happens after a certain 1 month or 2 months, you start getting bored. And it becomes routine. So there is a two chances. Either you fear there is a fear of losing or you get bored of it. So also one gets bored of it. Suppressing the racing mind can lead to psychology. So what happens? These are nothing but desires. What happens if you suppress your cycle? You get psychological disease. So you go into depression. So why people are going into depression? They cannot express it. So whatever feelings they are holding, they are unable to express. There is no one to express. So if you limit your, find your desires in yourself, you will get more and more psychological diseases. But if you start expressing, then what happens? Your greed increases. Okay, I don't want to suppress, I will express. What happened? So you will get more and more. I want more. A dil mange more. Right? There is certain ad. Don't be settled here. More. In that run, you will be in restless. Then what should I do? I should not hold. I should not express. Then what should I do? So you cannot do anything with your desire. Instead, you can purify it. There are certain people who say that you should have zero desires. You should not have any desire less. Zero desire. It's not possible. We are all active, right? We are not like a plant staying one place. We are constantly growing. We are humans. So we have desires. But we can have a purified desire. We can purify it. Like unpurified water, put it in RO, you will get a purified water. Similarly, you have unpurified desire, put it in an RO system, you will get a pure desire. You can do that. Instead of suppressing or expressing it, you can make it a good desire. That is what is called sublimating your desire. So you are converting your material desire to your spiritual desire. Okay, all these 12 you told it. Very good. So what is the technique? The next is meditation. So this is the only one technique which is going to work. People will give you stress balls, all those things. So in stress, what you will do? You'll go to a movie or you go to a park. Yeah? Pills. Yeah, sleeping pills. Go to sleep. So some people go to sleep, some people eat a lot, some people go to movie. Okay, so that 3 hours or few hours, you are good. But you have to come back again. You take to alcohol. So till that nasha is there, okay. But it will come down. But when it comes down, your problems are solved? No. You will create new problems. Between the two, you will not know how many problems we have created. So only one technique works is meditation. So mantra is meditation and is mantra. Man means mind. So mantra means your mind release. You have to release your mind. You have to release all this energy. That is called mantra. Mandir. What you will say mandir. So man ko dir karna. Dir means strong. So this mandir is a place where your mind is stronger. So what does it do? It frees the mind from suffering. So any other means? No. There are so many other means they say. You do these techniques, you do that techniques, all these things. It works for some time. Some people say pyramid technique. Some people other techniques. Focus on void. No. Suppose have you seen a naughty kid? Naughty kids who runs here and there creating not nuisance to parents. If that kid goes to sleep for some time, what will the parent think? "Ammaya, okay, this person is sleeping. But when he gets up, again starts. Our mind is like that. Our mind is like a naughty child. You cannot control it easily. But only thing what you what control is you have to give the toy. That toy is mantra. So the easiest way to control the mind is by chanting Hare Krishna Maha. So there are so many researches happen. Effect of Maha Mantra chanting on autonomic and if you are interested, type this in Google. You will get a research paper. So there is lot of research happened on the mantra meditation techniques. So ultimately, when persons who are chanting this Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, their cognitive skills are much more high. IQ levels develop like anything. Emotions develop like anything. Just by chanting a round of mantra, what they got the same results which a yogi does. You've seen yogis in Himalayas, they go for 400 years, thousands of years. By chanting this simple mantra, they make so two brains are equal. So much easy. So there is no need for us to go to Himalayas and do all those things. Just you chant this mantra, you are directly equal to that person. Isn't it very nice? A small activity you are getting a big results. That is what this scientific results. There are so many papers. I took one out of it. There are so many papers. If you are interested, go through it. So these are the things. Your brain frequencies. So brain has certain frequencies. When you sleep, your frequencies are down. Then your drowsiness. You are not sleepy, but somehow drowsy. You are yawning, all those things. But you are active zone. Some people are hyperactive. As I said, a naughty kid. Naughty kid is in the hyperactive zone. But generally people are in active zone. But you should have a balance. Even in the active zone, there is a balanced zone. That comes only when you chant mantra. This is called relaxation. So happily you go to sleep. You are always alert. Whenever somebody calls, ready to wake up. But you are in a relaxed mode. No tensions, nothing. So when you chant this mantra, automatically you are in this zone. So whatever you are doing, even in your offices or education, whatever situation you are in, if you chant this mantra, you will be directly in this mode. So relaxed. So when you are in relaxed, there is no stress. So okay, are we so busy to do so? Alfred Bush, Alfred Ford. So he's a Ford company's owner. You know Ford car, we all think. So he's the owner of that Ford company. Definitely he must be a busiest person. What is he saying? Chanting Hare Krishna has made a tremendous impact in my life. Rishikesh Mafatlal, he is an owner of so many textile industries, multi-millionaire. If he wants, he can purchase entire floor of ITC in one day. What is he saying? Chanting Hare Krishna helped me face all ups and downs in my life with great confidence and peace of mind. So great people, visionaries are doing this. ND Desai, he is a venture capitalist. You know what is venture capitalist? When you do a business, there should be some investor in your business. So this person is one who is an active investor. So one condition he has, so whatever profit you are getting, 50% of your profit should be donated to temples and good activities. But still, people are running away because 50% which is left is more than they imagine. They cannot imagine. So, this person, why he is so successful? Because I have been chanting Hare Krishna for many years and I have never found anything more pleasurable. When you start chanting, initially you might feel there is no pleasure, but as you go on doing it, you'll get more and more pleasure. Before this pleasure, all pleasures are very minimal. You can really deal with it. This Bruce Klimper, my outlook towards life is lots more brighter after starting associated with Hare Krishna devotees and chanting the mantra. He was saying his life turned very drastically. So, in order to control your stress, only meditation technique works. To implement all those 12 points, this meditation technique, especially this Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama. This is the only technique which works. Thank you, everyone. And now this forum is all yours. So if you have any doubts, you can ask me. Is there any mic over there?
Hello.
Okay.